Hi everybody, it is Jess and I am here with you to show a scrapbook process video that I have made recently. This features photos from when I was in Scotland in 2017. These are pictures of a local icon where we were staying in Dundee, and if you know anything about Dundee, they are famous for their comic strips. DC Thompson was founded there, and as part of DC Thompson, I believe it's a printing agency for journalism related items. So these are pictures featuring Wullie, and yes, I did pronounce and spell that correctly on the title slide. Wullie, Wullie. I actually look it up on my phone during this video to make sure that I do in fact spell it correctly on this layout. I also look up some history on Wullie. He was part of a comic strip. Let's speak properly. In the, I believe it was the Sunday paper in Dundee, or possibly in all of Scotland. I'm not really sure, but it was published in Dundee for sure. If you don't know this about me, I am half Scottish. My grandmother was born in Scotland, so a lot of my family was there. Is there, not was. They are still there. They are still alive. So this was, we went on a 3-week trip to Scotland in 2017. We did 2 weeks of touring the country and 1 week of staying in Dundee with my family to visit with them all. So this was in Dundee. I think that second picture is also in Dundee. It was taken at a restaurant. I'm not positive where the restaurant is or what restaurant it was. I can't give you that information. I can tell you about that painted Wullie though. It was part of what they called the Wullie Bucket Trail. So they had artists create unique Wullie painted sculptures. They are all the same size and shape, but they all have different paintings on them. And I'm not really sure what that one is painted like. There was a plaque in front of it, I believe, that told you what it was. I don't think you can tell in that picture, but the Wullie is sitting upon a bucket that yeah, sorry, my video is not telling me oh, there it goes. It finally started catching up. It wasn't moving forward to tell me how much video time I have left in. It was concerning me a little bit because I could just continue talking. So in 2017, they had what was called the Wullie Bucket Trail, and they made these Wullies sitting on a bucket, and then at the end of it, they auctioned them off for charity. I write in my journaling, I believe they auctioned off, or they raised enough money, not enough money. They raised 883,000 pounds, so Great British pound. So I don't know what that would be in Canadian or American dollars. I'm sorry. If you're really interested, you can look it up on Etsy.com to see what it converts to, but I am not sure. So I'm using pieces of paper from the Heidi Swap Storyline collection and the Schmel Never Grow Up collection. That's where that little fish came from, and the flora paper. And the photo, or the paper I used to mat the photos. Everything else so far is from the Heidi Swap Storyline collection, from cut apart papers, and the background page as well is from that collection. So I am doing one of my favorite things in the whole world, and that is using 2 4x6 photos. It's super easy. There's no real thought process to come up with a unique layout design or anything like that. It goes really, really fast, and I just enjoy doing it. I am aware that I have made a lot of 4x6 photo layouts in the recent days. So I am going to use some different size photos coming up soon. I have to print them, but I will use them, I promise. So I wanted to use this cut apart card that says bucket list on it because Wullie has a bucket. In the first picture there, my husband is actually sitting on Wullie's bucket. That is a bronze statue that is in Dundee all the time. It's by the McManus Museum if you are interested in going to see it. It is a very popular location with tourists, and I felt a little silly, but my husband had never seen it. This was his first time going to Dundee. I had seen it previously. I had gone the previous year in March to Dundee and saw him then. So there I'm showing you the comic strip. I love Wullie. If you don't understand Scots speak, you may not understand his comic. They use Scots speak in the comment or in the comic, so you might have to translate it somehow. I'm not sure how you would translate it. So here, it took me a really long time to figure out how to get this title down. I tried so many different placements for these little blue letter stickers. I'm trying to put the "or" part down. I did look up how to spell it to make sure that I had spelled it correctly. And then I am going to look at the Wullie Wikipedia page to get more information about the bucket trail and the history of Wullie in Dundee. So eventually I just moved the navy blue thickers over a bit to make enough room to put the light blue stickers down. If you can hear rustling, one of my dogs is here. Well, it's my mom's dog, but he's at my house a lot, so he is here. He's playing with a toy, so he might be making rustling noises. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. So I wanted to put some information about the bucket trail on my layout because it was explained to me while I was there. However, that was in 2017. It is now 2020. Needless to say, I did not remember all of the information that I was given about this bucket trail, like how much money they raised, how many people went to see it, how popular it was, etc., etc. I also didn't really remember a lot of the facts about DC Thomson and the publishing company, other than it was DC Thomson. Wullie has been around for over 80 years. I did find that out, and they did have like a mini bucket trail, or I'm not sure if the 2017 bucket trail was part of the 80th anniversary or not. That was not clear on Wikipedia, but they did auction it off, all of the little Wullies, for charity. And then the next year they had big Wullies. I forget what they called it, but there was another bucket trail with the Wullies. I don't think we saw any of those ones. But then the following year, so the third year, they had penguins. And again, they had the penguins decorated, and this time they definitely auctioned them off to support a charity. And it was to support what's called Maggie's House or Maggie Center or something like that. And it's a place where people who have cancer can go. I did see the penguins. I don't remember. Oh, I think we did see some of the Wullies. Did we? I'm not sure. I really can't remember. But I know we saw some of the penguins. Definitely. I did. My husband didn't. He wasn't with me on that trip. I'm trying to remember if we saw the bigger Wullies. Because we've been to Scotland a few times recently. But I don't think we saw them. I don't think we went to Scotland that year. I saw pictures of them because my family went on the trail and they had an app that you could mark off that you had seen them, and then you got like virtual rewards and things. And at the end of the display, they put them all in one spot, and you could buy tickets to go and see them, all located together. So if you didn't get all of the Woolies that were out on display, you could go to the final event, get them. They said there were over 20,000 people that went. These butterflies are from the Crepe Paper Sweet Story collection. They came in the Hip Kit Club for April 2020. I'm using them on this layout because the colors are a good match to the Chamel paper that I have in the background. And then I'm going to put some little chameleons down because he is painted and I thought they were cute. I am going to change that red chameleon out because I thought that it was just drawing too much attention to the red, and it was really the only red spot on the page. I'm tapping my fingers to the beat of the music that I was playing in the background as I was trying to think of what to do. So it is the same color as that red down at the bottom, but that red at the bottom isn't really featured anywhere else. And then I'm going to skip and come back because I'm going to move that butterfly up further. I am going to add some little hearts onto this layout. They're from the Paige Evan Bloom Street collection. I'm going to add those, one heart with each of the butterflies, I believe. And then this layout will be done. I am going to come back and add in, move that butterfly up so it's not an awkward space above it. And I'm going to add some shimmer with my Nouveau Clear shimmer pen. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you got to learn something about some Scottish culture. If you do have any more questions, even if it is about Scottish culture, you can leave them down below and I will do my very best to answer you. I may not know the answer, but I will search for it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!